Today I'd like to discuss difficulties in job hunting. Job hunting, or as many know it as job searching, is the act of seeking employment. There are many different hurdles to overcome in the job market. These so-called hurdles can be very disheartening in the search for new or better employment. These obstacles can be difficult, but we need to take heart that God is still in control. First on the list is age. Age is a big factor in looking for employment. Many companies or employers are looking for younger individuals to hire. They seek younger people for the fact that someone younger may plan on making this opportunity a career, devoting many years at one place. Someone who is much older may be at the point or close to retirement. And many companies shy away from investing a lot of time and money in training someone much older. On the other hand, someone that is much older seeking an employment opportunity within the same industry as they originally came from has much more experience than someone younger and fresh. That factors into a positive for the older person. Next on our list is financial need or salary. This can be a major obstacle. Many have left good-paying jobs and are seeking the same amount of compensation at a new opportunity. Many times, and unfortunately, this will or cannot happen. Pay scale is different for all employers, and what one employer thinks is comparable to another may not be close at all. This boils down to economics and how well the economy is performing at that given time. Education versus experience. Education plays a big part in the hiring process. I look at the education side as twofold. First, if you have formal education in a particular field that you are seeking employment. Formal education shows your interest in a given field, and at times it is a struggle within itself to find work in that particular field of expertise. So many times you apply for something totally opposite of what your degree is in. Secondly is what I call educated experience. A person has gained their education by experiencing firsthand what is required in performing that task or job. Having experience over education can help in obtaining that new job. If it is a field that you have devoted many years in, I feel that holds a lot of substance over education. You know that field better than any book or classroom setting can teach. Next on our list is location of the employer. Location plays a big part in seeking that proper job. The question comes up in every interview that I have had, how far is your drive, or where do you live in conjunction to the employer's location? And really it's all up to the person seeking the job. You should ask yourself, how far am I willing to drive daily? Do you feel comfortable driving an hour or more like 30 minutes? Finding a job in your particular location with the education or experience that you have can be extremely difficult. And again, sometimes you may have to make that sacrifice. To try to get that perfect daily or weekly schedule that we're seeking is another concern. Many of us want that wonderful 8 to 5 workday. But various employment opportunities do not have that as an option. For instance, if you were to work in a call center, you could work at a variety of shifts. And if you are driving quite a distance, as we mentioned in the previous paragraph, you may not get home until late at night. For those that have children, this can be a bit stressful because you want that quality family time. Here again, we see that sacrifice may be in order. My next 2 points of interest lie mostly on the individual in this job search. These are based on personal levels of control. The first that we're going to talk about is time management. On a day-to-day basis, we have many things going on in our lives. Many of us are husbands or wives as well as parents, and we get so caught up in seeking employment, whether we are searching via the internet or going from one interview to another, we neglect all other activities in our lives. We can forget about our college studies or a particular after-school or church activity for one of our children. Life does not stop at the job-seeking door. We need to step back and know that there is only so much that we can do in applying for new or better employment. And after we have done what we can, then we need to devote our time to the other issues or happenings within our lives. Last but not least is stress, and how we deal with the stress of seeking out employment. Stress can tear us down mentally and physically. We can be consumed by the stress and stop taking care of ourselves on a daily basis. We have to stay sharp in our mental and physical well-being. This can affect the way that we handle and perform in our interviews. There really is no reason that we should allow stress to overtake us as we work on a job search. We are not in control. God is in control of all the stress and concerns that we have. He will ultimately give us what He feels that we deserve in regards to our job search. As I have shared, there are many hurdles or obstacles that stand in our way as we search for a new or better employment opportunity. Many of these obstacles have no control over, we have no control over, and it is in the hands of the employer. For example, compensation, age, education requirements, and so on. But ultimately, it is in God's hands, and we need to focus our days on searching for that perfect job and giving up on everyone and not giving up on everyone and everything around us, or allow stress to overcome our emotional and physical well-being. God has it all under control, and we need to let go and let God take over as we search for work. I know, because I am sharing all of this from my current experience in job hunting. All we can do is ask God in prayer to provide what is best in His eyes for our family. Everything else truly has no relevance.
Very good.